Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and everyone is watching this video. This video is a tutorial of how to configuring to the DNS. But first, we would like to introduce to you ourselves. My name is Howard Jesse Obial from Central Mindanao University. Together with my colleagues, my co-members, here is Henrick Villaret and with Miss Aisheel Liz Flores. So we are the team configuring DNS. Okay. So what is DNS, by the way? So DNS, or what we call the domain name system, is used to resolve human readable host names like www.dyn.com into a machine readable IP addresses like, for example, 204.13.248.115. DNS also provides other information about domain names such as mail services. But why is DNS important? How does it work? What else should you know? Why is DNS important? So DNS is like a phone book for the internet. If you know a person's name but don't know their telephone number, you can simply look it up in a phone book. DNS provides the same service to the internet. For example, when you visit http://dyn.com in a browser, your computer uses DNS to retrieve the website's IP address of 204.13.248.115. Without DNS, you would only be able to visit our website or any website by visiting its IP address directly, such as http or colon double backslash 204.13.248.115. Then, how does it work? When you visit a domain such as dyn.com, your computer follows a series of steps to turn the human readable web address into a machine readable IP address. This happens every time you use a domain name, whether you are viewing websites, sending emails, or listening to internet radio stations like Pandora. So now, we will teach you how to configure a DNS. So first, we're going to open the VMware Player program for the substitution only. Anyway, or by the way, this is only just a tutorial, so we're going to use a VMware Player to open up the running operating system of Windows Server 2003 Enterprise Edition, where we'll configure the DNS server. So first, we're going to go to start menu, then we're going to have the administrative tools and locate the DNS that manages the domain name system. So like that, DNS. Okay, here we go. So you can see there DNS and its local name Henrick. So it's my co-member's name. Okay, there you can see there the event viewer, the forward lookup zones, and the reverse lookup zones. So there. Go to the forward lookup zones, and locate the henrick.local. So you can see there is a name, type, and data. So there are records that been shown there. So we have, okay, so we can see there the host A, Henrick host A. So because it is created. So now we're going to create a new host. So there you can see the name. It's a pre-qualified name, domain name, the IP address. So first we're going to set the name. Then we're going to set this into DNS. Then the IP address is 192.168.1.100. So this IP address that we're going to do is based on the IP address that you configure in your computer or in your desktop or laptop. So in this VMware Windows Server 2003 Enterprise Edition. So now we're going to check its create associated pointer record or VPIR record and allow it to any authenticated user to update DNS records with the same owner name. So we're going to add those. Then there you can see that it has a note warning that the associated pointer PIR record cannot be created. It's because the reference reverse lookup zone cannot be found. So the reverse lookup zone cannot be found because we don't have any record that's set into the reverse lookup zone. So now let's set to the lookup zone. We're going to go to reverse lookup zone. Then there you can see that it is blank. Then now we're going to create a new zone so that it will have interaction between the forward lookup zone and the reverse lookup zone. So now we'll create a new zone. Then now we're going to have next. Now you can see a type of zone you want to create. We have the primary zone that creates a copy of zone that can be updated directly on the server. We have the secondary that creates a copy of zone that exists on another server. And this option helps balance the processing load of primary service and provides fault tolerance. And we have the stop zone that creates a copy of zone containing only name server, start of authority, and possibly glue host records. So now we'll choose the primary zone that will only create a copy of zone that can be updated directly on this server. So now let's click next. So you can see also that we're going to select in the three options to all domain controls in the Active Directory domain Henrick.local. So on the third radio button, you're going to select that. So click next. And there you can see a network ID. So this network ID is also based on the network ID that you put in the Windows Server 2003 edition in what you configure. So 192.168.1. So that. So as we can see there, 192.168.1. So going to click next and select allow only secure dynamic updates and then next. So now we have completed the new zone that we have created. So the status of this zone is running. So let us going to click that zone, and as you can see, there is a there. So now we're going to go back to the Henrick.local option, then click the DNS to its properties. So to its properties, then as we can see, okay, there's okay. Then go to the reverse lookup zone and click also the 192 that you have created. So we're going in that thing, we're going to create new alias name. So we're going to right click here, so create an alias, new pointer. So there you can see that it should only have the host IP number. So we're going to put it on 100. And then we're going to browse the host name that we wanted to have it. So to the Henrick.local. Then we're going to search for the DNS that you wanted to create. There. Okay. And after that, you allow any authenticated user to update. So click OK. So now there you go. It is saved there. Then now, if you wanted to create a new host again, then we're going to try it again. We'll create a new host name. So let's try to have www. Then we're going to set its IP address into 192.168.100 again. Then create, as I said a while ago, you're going to check the two buttons there and add host. So as you can see, it is the host record is created now, successfully created. It's because its IP address can locate the reverse lookup zone, the 192.168.1.100. So click OK. Then if you wanted to create a new host again, then go create a new host name again. So we'll have DHCP or Howard. Okay, so same IP address and same as well. So now we're going to add host. Okay, so it is created. So now let's proceed now. So done. Now we're going to create a new alias name. So this is alias name. So we're going to create, for example, hopes. Hopes. Okay, like that. Then as you can see, we're going to browse. As we browse there, look up and then go to the henrick.local. Then let's search for the DNS. We're going to have an alias for the DNS. So allow any authenticated again. Then as you can see there, the hopes is created. So we're going to have a new host again. We'll create a new host. So we're going to name this Lacoste. For example, like that, Lacoste. Then its IP address, we're going to set it to 192.168. Well, 168.1. For example, 101. So repeat, create, check the create associated pointer, and allow, check the allow, then add host. So the host is created, successfully created. Now again, we're going to create again a new host again. Let's try it. For example, Jandy. Then we have the IP address is 192.168.1.102. We'll try this so that we'll know the difference between the different IP addresses that we get. So it's successfully created. So now we'll go to the reverse lookup zones, and we're going to go its folder, and then we're going to reload. So do you want to reload? Yes, of course. So there, you can see the created IP addresses, or the IP addresses that we created into the henrick.local. So this IP addresses is the IP address that we created together with the host in the henrick.local. So like that. So there, it's completed. Different names and data. So now we'll go to Jandy, the 192.168.1.102 IP address, and go to its properties. We can see there. You can see the host name. It's fully qualified domain name. So cancel. Now we're going to have to go to command prompt to test if this IP addresses is connected to the server and your administrator thingy. So now we're going to have to configure this if it's correct, right or wrong. So we're going to configure to it, and as lookup 192.168.1.102. So this 192.168.1.102 is, we're going to locate this if it's in the server or it's in the DNS. So if it's we'll try. Then click enter. So there, you can see that the server is howard.henrick.local, and its address is 192.168.1.100. Then its name is jandy.henrick.local. It's because you created jandy.henrick.local in the you assign the IP address into 192.168.1.102. So we'll try the NS lookup 192.168.1.103. Enter. Now you can see that Henrick.local can't find the 192.168.103 because it is not existent in the domain. So how do we handle this thing? So now we're going to go back to the local, in the domain name, then go to the Henrick.local, and there we're going to create a new host. Let's going to resize this one. Going to create a new host. Then we're going to name it to Timbangan. Okay. Then the IP address that you configure in the command prompt, we're going to put here in the we're going to set that IP address into the new host Timbangan. So 192.168.1.103. So let's check the allow any authenticated user to update DNS record, and then then add host. So there, you can see it's done. So now you can see a Timbangan, its IP address into 192.168.1.100. So we have now let's go to the command prompt and let's try to configure if it's functionable or not. Then let's NS lookup 192.168.1.1. I know it's NS lookup Timbangan. It's not the IP address. I'm really sorry. It's not the IP address. It's the name Timbangan dot. It's not. No, wait. Sige. NS lookup. Again, NS lookup space Timbangan dot Henrick .local. So we're going to enter. Now you can see that it is now find. It contains the server DNS.henrick.local and its name is timbangan.henrick.local. So it's functionable. So now we're going to configure again its IP address if it's functionable as well. 192.168.1.103 if it's functionable. Then press enter. So as you can see, the 192.168.1.103 also cannot find the Henrick.local. It's not existent domain. So why it is? Because it is not in the reverse lookup zones. So you can see there is no 192.168.1.103. So for us to locate or find its IP address in the command prompt, we're going to create a new pointer and we'll set its host IP number to its 103. So let's browse the Henrick or look up the Henrick.local. Then we're going to select the Timbangan. Okay, then press allow any authenticated user so that it is functionable. Then you can see there it was created. So reload, refresh, then go to the command prompt and let's see if what happens. NS lookup 192.168, enter. So there, it is located Howard.Henrick.local. It's the server name and the address is 192.168.1.100 and its domain name server is timbangan.henrick.local and its IP address that was set is 192.168.1.03. So now we have tried to configure a Windows Server 2003 DNS server. So hopefully guys, whoever watched this video, you contain a little knowledge, not just on OI, contain a little knowledge on how to configure this thing. So thank you for listening, and I hope and um, I hope that you get some knowledge about this configuring of the DNS server. So this is Howard Jesse Obial again, a BSIT student from Central Mindanao University, together with my co-members Henrick, Villaret, and Aisheel Liz Flores. So now, bye and thank you so much.